everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Bears are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against a Saints offense that knows they'll be challenged. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. It's complete. Flainer, right side. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Gets this one to Morris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get no rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 32 that time. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Bridgewater again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, tip-tap.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Bridgewater to throw it. He uncorks it for Snead, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And that'll be incomplete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On third down, Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Trubisky on third and long, and he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. First down, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Bridgewater on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go. Play 90. Play 90.
From the gun, Bridgewater. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down. Bridgewater now on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Second down, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And on third and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you until the next time you take the field.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And incomplete on the deep ball. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Play 90.
Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Morris. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Wilson has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now let's go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he'll bang that one through. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Taking it about the 16. And spinning now. A beautiful spin and room to run. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. A screen to Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And he knocks it through.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
And they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Bridgewater again. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Powers ahead at the 45. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Time for a break. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. He'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Caught by Snead over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So adjustments are often a big part of each and every game. And it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number Can they not have a slip-up here and allow the touchdown?
He completes it right side to White. It's a pickup of 21. And the Bears are going to get a first. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Trubisky. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Don't forget, work on installing your game plan prior to this week's matchup.